Long before coins and paper bills, people exchanged goods directly. This was called barter. If you were a farmer and needed tools, you might trade grain for them. But barter had a major flaw: it required a double coincidence of wants. Both people had to want what the other had. What if the toolmaker didn't want grain? Trade became complicated. Society needed something better. To solve this problem, people began using items that everyone valued: commodity money. Different civilizations chose different objects. Cowrie shells in Africa and Asia. Salt in Rome, which gave us the word salary. Cattle in ancient societies. Precious metals like gold and silver. These items had intrinsic value. But carrying around cows or bags of salt wasn't always practical. Humanity needed something more convenient. Around 600 BCE, in the kingdom of Lydia, modern-day Turkey, the first official coins were created. Made of electrum, a mixture of gold and silver, these coins were stamped with a seal to guarantee their value. Coins revolutionized trade. They were durable, portable, divisible, recognizable. Soon, the Greeks, Romans, Persians, and Chinese adopted coinage. Trade flourished. But coins still had weight, literally. Paper money first appeared in China during the Tang and Song dynasties. Merchants grew tired of carrying heavy metal coins. Instead, they used promissory notes, paper receipts representing stored value. By the 11th century, China issued the world's first government-backed paper currency. Centuries later, Europe followed. Paper money was lighter, easier to transport, and ideal for expanding economies. But it came with a new idea: trust. The paper itself wasn't valuable. Its value depended on belief in the issuing authority. As global trade expanded, countries linked their currencies to gold. This system, known as the gold standard, meant paper money could be exchanged for a fixed amount of gold. It provided stability and trust. But during wars and economic crises, governments printed more money than they had gold to back it. By 1971, the United States officially ended the gold standard. Money was no longer tied to physical gold. It became fiat money currency backed only by government authority. Banks evolved from simple storage vaults to powerful financial institutions. The 20th century introduced credit cards, electronic bank transfers, ATMs, online banking. Money was no longer just physical. It became numbers on a screen. Today, most money in the world exists only digitally. In 2009, a mysterious figure known as Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin. Unlike traditional money, cryptocurrency has no central authority, exists entirely online, is secured by cryptography, operates on blockchain technology. It challenged the idea that governments must control money. Now, we live in an era of digital wallets, contactless payments, decentralized finance, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Money is evolving again. From shells to coins. From gold to paper. From paper to pixels. Money has always been a tool, a shared agreement that something has value. At its core, money is built on trust. And as technology advances, the form of money may change, but its purpose remains the same: to connect people through exchange. The history of money is the history of civilization itself. And the next chapter is still being written.